Well, I mean, what do you want me to say here? That hasn't really been said before. Floyd Mayweather was right. He was right. Don't compare me to Conor McGregor. I mean, only people that would do that were people who don't know sports, like TMZ. That whoever was interviewing him, he's the Floyd Mayweather of MMA. That comment alone, right there, he should have been slapped right then and there on the spot. He shouldn't even got a chance to finish the statement. As soon as he said it and got to that point, slap. On what grounds do you think he's better than Floyd Mayweather? On what grounds? What? I mean, this guy here, I could see if you said John Jones. He was the Floyd Mayweather of MMA before he lost his way. Anderson Silva, they used to say he was the it, because for years he was dominant and hadn't lost a fight. Then he started thinking he was better than Floyd Mayweather, and he was so great, and then he lost. And I don't think he's won another fight since, or maybe one fight since then. He's done. Everybody cannot sustain it. But he had the best run in MMA history. And now all this Conor McGregor's the best fighter ever? Why? Because he can speak English, broken English? And he's white and he's got a whiskered beard and he's fish. Huh? Really? Because he's wild and out of control? You love that when they're white. Anybody else black and oh, look at him, he's so disrespectful. That's just something that's not called for in this sport. Where's his sportsmanship? White guy get wild? He's just rowdy, isn't he? He's crazy. See? Everything's alright. As long as it's all white. Floyd Mayweather, the greatest boxer probably in the history of the sport. What he's done will probably never be repeated for a very long time. He has changed the game. He beat boxing. Boxing didn't beat him. He's one of the very few fighters that can say that. Ray Leonard can say that. But Ray's career didn't end the way he would wanted it to end. He now is still at the pinnacle, still at the top of the game, and looked at as one of the greatest fighters of all time. But it's so far and few and in between. You look at people like Thomas the Hitman Hearns. These guys who had multi-millions of dollars all gone. And you look at Mike Tyson, all gone. You have all these guys have had 300 million, 400 million, 40 million. And where are they now? Floyd Mayweather is an example of excellence in the sports as far as I'm not going to beat myself. He was very smart with every move he's ever made. And he was just as unbelievable in the ring as any fighter I've ever seen. And you've ever seen. And you know it. But the problem is you can't accept it because he's not your favorite fighter. But you can't help but watch. The man made $44 million and he didn't even have to throw a punch this year. Why would he come back? Still made more than McGregor. And he's not even fighting. So makes you UFC people believe Conor McGregor is even in the same boat as a Floyd Mayweather? Floyd offered him a fight. He turned it down. Because he's really a coward. And this is all a show and an act. And because he can sell and promote, they want to keep him winning and keep him doing what he's doing. No more Nate Diaz experiments. They're going to leave Nate Diaz alone now. He's made his money. They're going to quit tempting Nate Diaz because all he did was expose Conor McGregor for being the overrated bum that he is. So when Coward McGregor turned down the Mayweather fight and did accept the terms after doing all that mouth, all that talk, I want $100 million. The UFC's not even going to pay you $100 million. So if you're not going to get $100 million out of the UFC, then why should Floyd Mayweather pay you $100 million? Oh, I get it. You didn't want to fight in the first place. Okay. I get it. But let's look at the terms here because they're doing a good job of keeping McGregor's name next to Floyd and trying to use it for promotion. I see it. You know, we've seen this game before. Trying to make it like it's a contest because only stupid people on social media or MMA websites and chat rooms would even bring this up. As if there's like a reason to. But for those who don't know, let's kind of dig into the UFC a little bit. You know, I want to kind of do that because I want to point some things out. Now, what I want to point out to you is John Jones, like I was just talking about, dominant, right? Anthony Rumble Johnson, dominant, right? These are lightweights. Damian Cormier gets more attention than those guys. That's just ridiculous. Cormier is not better than Rumble Johnson, in my opinion, period. I don't think he's better than Liam McGarry, rather. I don't think he's better than Phil Davis. None of those dudes. I think he will get beat if he was to ever fight any one of those guys. Conor's a small guy. That's what people gotta realize. He's a small guy fighting in small weight classes. No, he's a big guy that sweats down, makes weight, and beat up on little guys. That's what Conor McGregor does. He looks at these little divisions that he could win against Frankie Eggers and Aldo because he could make weight. And he's beating on naturally smaller men. So it makes it look like, I'm the big bad guy, no one can stop me. I can do what I want to do and my blues. You know, so once he goes up in weight, when people are not going for the rah and they can take your BS and dish it back, now you got a problem because now Conor McGregor is in a fight. But he was drinking too much of his Kool-Aid and somebody had to chill his chill. Floyd fought a fighter in Marco Madonna who came in on fight night 20 pounds bigger than Floyd. Floyd dominated him. It was tough, but he did it. Now, he just went up and fought Eddie Alvarez. And I had to listen to these so-called UFC watchers and all these experts try to paint Eddie Alvarez as one of the greatest fighters in UFC history. It was the most hilarious thing I've ever had the pleasure of reading. So much bias, garbage, and BS. Eddie Alvarez was a bum champion. Tony and Khabib, Tony Ferguson and Khabib, they're both better than him. Those are the two best fighters in there. My thing is, that division is stacked. So if you gonna campaign there, Mr. Two Division Champion, go ahead and defend your title there. Stay in lightweight. Play around there. See what happens. Because some of these guys have done what you've done. They're cutting down in weight. Eddie Alvarez, easy bout. The UFC knew it. That's why they put you in it. Now, why don't you conquer another division? Why don't you go fight Tyrone Woodley? Yeah, why don't you go fight him? Or Stephen Thompson? Woodley got robbed in his last fight. They called it a draw when it really wasn't a draw. I think Woodley won 3-2. Better yet, why don't you go to welterweight and fight Damian Maia? I want to see how that fight would work. Why we can't get these fights? He's the guy moving up in weight. Go to welterweight. Let's see what you do there. See how it go. Move to welterweight. Let's see how that go. You got some people there. You got Robbie Lawyer there. You got Woodley. You got guys that's really fighting out there. Go ahead, make a name for yourself. Go ahead, McGregor. Let's see what you made of. Oh no, I'm gonna go down and fight Jose Aldo again. Go ahead and fight Aldo again and see what happens to you. You're not Floyd Mayweather. You're not going to be Floyd Mayweather. You're never going to be the best fighter in the UFC, really. Because they're never going to give you a chance to prove that. They're just going to keep moving bones in your way. And then everybody have to go from there. It's your boy Carcino. I'm out. This is the end of this Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor garbage. I'm done with it. The two should never be compared. One guy has accomplished something. The other guy is just a dog and pony show. I'm out.